Hello! All living organisms consist of cells, which are sometimes referred to as factories of life. Cells produce complex substances, which new cells are built from. You can see some examples of plant and animal cell structures. Although they look quite different, these two cell types have many similarities. Every cell has a membrane. It is very thin and is not visible under an optical microscope. The membrane is formed by a pellicle of lipids, with protein muscles embedded in it. Lipids make membrane impermeable, whilst protein determine which substances can pass through and which cannot. Each cell is filled with cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is mobile. Its movement facilitates the transport of organic and inorganic substances to various organelles. Both plant and animal cells have a nucleus that can be seen under an optical microscope. The nucleus is separated from the cytoplasm by a nuclear envelope and contains DNA molecules. DNA is a long molecule that carries information about the production of all protein that the cell needs. The nucleus is also a control center of all the cell's work, and the place where the carriers of hereditary information, DNA molecules, are stored. All cells have organelles called ribosomes, where protein synthesis takes place. They are only visible under an electron microscope. The ribosome is a cellular conveyor belt which proteins are assembled on. Both plant and animal cells have mitochondria. The mitochondrion is an organelle that provides cells with energy. During reaction with oxygen, glucose in mitochondria breaks down into carbon dioxide and water. You already know that simple organic compounds are raw materials which complex organic substances are built from. But how do simple organic compounds appear in cells? The main difference between plants and animals lies exactly in the method of obtaining such compounds. Click on one of the cells to find out its features. Plants themselves form organic compounds from inorganic ones in the process of photosynthesis. During photosynthesis, simple organic compounds are formed from carbon dioxide and water with the help of light. Usually, it's glucose. Photosynthesis is carried out in special organelles, the chloroplasts. Chloroplasts are one of the largest organelles in a plant cell. They are clearly visible under an optical microscope. Chloroplasts contain a substance that captures light, chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is always colored green, and that's why plants are green. Cell membrane is a structure that gives strength to the plant cell. The cell envelope is located outside the cell membrane. It is 20 to 1,000 times thicker than the membrane, so it is clearly visible under an optical microscope. The framework of the cell membrane consists of a complex carbohydrate, cellulose. Vacuole is one of the largest organelles of a plant cell, which is clearly visible under an optical microscope. It is separated from the cytoplasmic fluid by a membrane. The main substance contained in the vacuole is water. Thanks to water, the cell is elastic. The vacuole also contains reserves of simple sugars and organic acids. It is also thanks to the cell juice of the vacuoles that the vegetables have a sweet-sour taste. Animals are not able to form simple organic compounds from inorganic ones. Their cells absorb organic compounds that are already formed. Simple organic compounds are absorbed by the cell membrane and can be immediately used by the cell to build the necessary complex organic compounds. Many animal cells also are able to absorb complex organic compounds. In this case, the complex compound is first decomposed into simple organic compounds. This process takes place in the cell and is called the intracellular digestion. Next, simple compounds are used as raw materials for the synthesis of complex organic compounds that the cell needs at that moment. In animal cells, intracellular digestion takes place in lysosomes. These organelles are usually invisible under the optical microscope.